y'all said, like, I've had this conversation 100 times this week. So, cause to me, it was real big, cause when I saw the flyer, I was like, wow, cause I know she been doing stuff like this, which is great. I love that because I always have different conversation with people because as a man, especially a black male, you know, it's not easy for us in this world at all. And one thing I see that happens a lot, that bothers me a lot, is the black man and woman don't know how to love each other. So, to me, you know, it's very personal to me because, like you said, a lot of it starts when you're little. So, for me, my parents got divorced when I was 5. So, I saw my daddy beat my mama with a stool. I remember, I talked to my brothers and sisters about this because they be like, my mama treat me different from them. I tell them because y'all didn't go through what I went through with my mama. So it's different, we have a different connection. So I said, my mama remember me being 5, rubbing sad on her stomach aside because it was bruised up and her eyes were black. I said, y'all didn't see her like that. Y'all didn't see her struggle, go through the hard times. But, you know, growing up without a father figure, especially for a man, is very important. You know, now I appreciate the women, you know, y'all being strong, single parents if you are, you know, raising a man or a child, because it's not easy at all. And it goes through a lot, you go through changes, because people were always changing at all times. No one stays the same. Shouldn't stay the same. You should always be trying to grow and progress for better. But, so just growing up, you know, I'm still trying to learn life, but I don't have someone, a male figure, to show me like, hey, this is what you should do to prepare yourself to be a man. So I didn't, up until now, I tell people because I talk to people just like the young lady do, say it's like a healing process. So growing up, I was always angry, but I didn't know why. I was mad at the world, didn't really care like what I did, who I hurt, because that's what I saw. So now I've learned, I've grown, I've been through a lot. You know, I meet people, I tell them my story, they go, oh my God, he was terrible. And I'm like, hey, I lived an adventurous life. I've learned a lot too. I say all the time, I believe in trial and error, because that's how I live my life. That's all I know. But now I understand, because my main thing is I tell people, hey, positive thought leads to positive things, which is very important, the way you think, because the way you think is what you attract into your life. So if you think it, you know, that's what's gonna happen. Even in the worst situations, as crazy as it's gonna sound, it's something positive you can learn from it. So oftentimes, you know, you hear someone say, oh, I'm having a bad day. I say, no, you had a bad moment. You didn't have a bad day, you had a bad moment. If you continue to dwell in that moment all day, yeah, you just continue that cycle. So a lot of times in our lives, due to their environment, we're raised in or come up in, our parents or whoever our loved ones is that's around us, you know, it's a cycle that goes on and it affects you, which is so important. You gotta look at who you're surrounding yourself with. So I've learned that I wanna be successful. I wanna break the cycle that's in my family.
That's right.
And I'm not gonna be like that, be able to do that if I continue to hang around certain groups of people who wanna do certain things. I tell them, listen, you're a distraction in my life for what I'm trying to achieve and accomplish.
Amen.
So, I'll be like, hey.
Say that again.
Come on now.
No, say that again. Oh, you're a distraction in my life.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I told this,
Yes.
you know, me and my mama, because we got it's a crazy relationship, but I tell the truth, regardless of what it is. I know it hurts her feelings, it hurt my feelings, it hurt her feelings, but I put it like this, I tell people, I say, if you really love a person, you're gonna tell them the truth. You're not gonna let them put themselves in a situation or a predicament that's gonna be harmful to them. You're not gonna treat this person in any type of way if you really love that person. So over time, because of growing up the way I grew up, I never saw anyone show me how to really love a person, another, especially a woman, or see another man being loved by a woman, because I grew up around all these wonderful people that they love to talk down on, drug dealers, see people cheat all the time, married, boyfriend, girlfriend, cheating. So everything that the world want to paint to me, hey, this is how you should be. This will make you'll be happy like this. I said, yeah, I see that. Tell me I need to get married, but all these married people be out here running around with me. You know what I mean? I said, what am I missing? I said, the only difference is when I break up with somebody, that's just it. We're trying to stand it. They break up, that's money, paperwork, court. I say, so me growing up seeing that, I'm like, why am I want to engage into that? So it's so important, like they say, it starts young, what you say, what you see, because they start conditioning your mind for how you think and view the world. And as you grow older, because me personally, I say your mindset changes every 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Every 5 years, your mindset changes.
Yeah.
The way you thought and felt 5 years ago,
Mm-mm.
completely different today.
Mm-hmm.
That's the truth.
So, which is why it's so important that, especially the young women, even, the older, whatever your age range is, not gonna throw that out. So it's so important the way you view yourself, what you think about yourself.
Yes.
Because one thing I learned, my mama gave me this book when I was like 20, I think. So it gave me this book because my mindset where I was real stubborn, and I was like, I ain't trying to hear that. She like, read this book. So I sat down and I read it, and it started talking about a lot about how you think, how you read things. So the thing that caught my attention the most, I said, I'm gonna try this out and see happen. And it was telling a story about this guy driving. He said every time he go to the traffic light, he always says green, and every time it's been green. So me, I'm like, trying to hear that. That don't work. That's stupid. So I did it because I'm stupid. So I did it, and sure enough, the light turned green. I was like, oh, stop. This is crazy. I kept doing it. That thing was green, so I got the speed. So I'm like, hey, I can't be stopped. But guess what? It stopped. I ran into a red light. So I look at that like this. So oftentimes I compare it to how many people, I know Shakita, she run, right? So I'm gonna get on the health thing, but not really. I'm gonna get on it. So, but also me personally, because I didn't really start trying to work out and eat healthy until like 3 months ago. Actually talking to her, because she was saying she's working out, doing a little 30-day thing and eating right. So she inspired me without knowing it. So I started working out, eating right, because I was coming off active duty, and before then, like, my back hurt, knees hurt, shoulders, ankles, everything, because I was airborne, jumping out of airplanes, which is it's not as fun as it sounds. But I'm just in pain all the time. I couldn't like sleep like 3 hours max. I gotta be fine all day. But I had got used to that. I was like, this is normal. But the therapist, he's like, man, you must have been in a car accident. I'm like, no, just when I'm running, jumping out of airplanes, and other stuff that occurred in my life. But when I started eating right, working out, every day, I say I doing this 30-day challenge of health and fitness. I did it on Facebook because I thought back, I said, for years, I always tell other people, hey, you need to work out, eat right, work out, eat right, but I wasn't doing it myself. So I was being a hypocrite. And that's one thing, you know, hey, don't nobody really like a hypocrite. So I wasn't living what I was saying to other people. So once I started doing it, you know, I started cutting down, boom, 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 boom. So since then, I've lost 25 pounds. My body don't ache as much anymore. Those past couple days, it kind of got me. But, you know, I think positive thoughts all the time. I always see myself doing something productive, being where I want to be, because whenever I talk to a lot of my family members back home, friends, and I didn't know that, because this whole time I'm like, I'm trying to figure life out. I'm trying to get to a better situation, position, to break this cycle, you know, because I'm like, I just need to be successful. And a lot of them told me like, hey, you know, you got a lot of people that look up to you. I like, look up to me for what? I'm like, I ain't know that's special. But they say, they see you always doing something positive, always being productive. You always encouraging people. And they say that uplift them and give them hope. So that's why events like this, I love it, I truly do, because it's so important that the young ladies, and y'all, listen up, the way you love yourself should be the way someone else loves you. So if you meet someone, you know, they'll come at you, you know, talking that slick stuff just to get what they want. But as a person is genuine, look at what they do. Don't listen to nothing they say. They'll tell you anything. A person tell you anything. Look at what they actually do for themselves first. Because if you're gonna say that you're gonna love me, care for me, but I see that you don't love and care for yourself, how can you be genuine? You're being a hypocrite. So if you're trying to build something on sandy ground, it ain't gonna stand. So I be like, you gotta be in balance. Physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. And oftentimes, we don't spend enough time working on ourselves, building ourselves up. Because I look at it like this, to me there's a quota in each one. You get yourself balanced and all that, you're gonna find happiness in your life. So whenever someone else come in, you be like, hey, you can feel the energy. Feel that energy, like, hey, something ain't right with you. Talk with them a little bit like, hey, you might need to work on this, or this here. But they ain't gonna like it at first. Because someone telling you, hey, something about you needs to change, needs to improve. You're gonna be resistant to it at first. But if you're honest with yourself, you'll be like, hey, this person right. I could be doing better at this. So my philosophy is this is what I live my life by. Every day I wake up, I'm always looking to improve myself in those 4 areas. If someone got something they see, hey, well, I can do something better, hey, I'm more than welcome to that. Because I've learned through my life's journey that it's better to be receptive to information than to always dishing it out.
Yes, sir.
That is true.
And it's really important to have support in what you're trying to do, because you know it makes you feel better. But at the same time, unfortunately, some of the people who disencourage you the fastest and the most are your family and your friends. But it's not about what they say, it's what you believe. So like she was saying, every day you wake up, tell yourself, hey, I'm beautiful, I'm intelligent, I believe in myself even when nobody else believes in me. I support myself even when no one else supports me. I push myself even when no one else will push me. I love myself even when no one else will love me, because I'm powerful. So if that become your mindset every day, nothing will stop you.
All right.
So, I mean, that's all I had.